We love hip hop.
It's a Sunday afternoon for us now. Everybody's kind of like recovered from the Caribana and everything like that. You guys didn't go out to Caribana. What's the deal? Are young people not going to Caribana? Or are you guys not into it?
Honestly, I don't know. It's just not my like.
Are you scared of black people?
Stop.
Hey, don't put me there.
I won't, but I'm just asking.
No.
It's not it.
It's not it. It's no. I don't like going to big like public things.
Events.
Yeah. I'm a little bit of an introvert myself.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's
going to like big events where it's like concerts and all that stuff. Like I'll go from time to time if I'm supporting a person performing, but to go to one to like just
hang out and shit.
Yeah, just to hang out and view myself. I'm just not
into it.
Yeah, I go to these things and then I find myself itching to be in the studio. So you know, like I'd rather not be uncomfortable at these spots, feeling out of place.
Yeah,
I'd rather just be where
you're normal.
Yeah,
where you're supposed to be.
And I know you were DJing. So.
I was DJing. I did want to go because I've never been to Caribana in my life.
That's what I'm saying.
In my life.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just like the opportunity never arose. Like I don't know. Like if I'm going with certain people, like I don't know. Like it just never happened. And I was like, I'm not gonna go by myself. And like I also feel like I need my first time to be with people who've already gone because like I don't even know. Like my boys, they show me on like Snapchat, so I kind of get the gist. And one of my boys like, yo, do the band with me, like you pay and you like dress up. And I was like, okay, maybe like I'll get jacked by August and I'll do it and I'll actually be shirtless and you know I'll do the whole thing. I'll go like and shit, but then I wasn't jacked and then I had gigs and I was just like, okay, next year.
Can't make it.
Yeah, I think
we'll make it on time.
I think being jacked helps too, you know?
If I was jacked, I'd probably be like, I'm not doing weddings this weekend.
Well, you know what? It's funny because Dusty and I were down there, and you see people in the outfits and stuff like that. What do you call those outfits?
Mask? I'd say a costume.
Mask costumes?
Yeah, I'm playing mask.
Right now, pause. The guys, they're usually more the jacked ones that when you see guys with those things on, but the girls, all shapes and sizes.
Yeah, you'll see fat chicks, but you won't see
all shapes and sizes.
All shapes and sizes. And colors.
Yeah. You see some girls that are like, oh my God, body's crazy, and then a girl who just mad rolls, like it's super body positive shit.
But you're saying compared to the men, it's like most men who wear that, they're usually jacked. Like you're not gonna be a fat dude.
You see a couple beer bellies.
Yeah, there's a couple, but like I feel like the guys are more self-conscious about deciding putting those on than the women are. Women, they don't give a shit.
For sure.
It's Caribana time, rolls out, they don't care.
Yeah.
But I seen not to say that I'm there watching man.
Yeah.
Pause.
Super pause.
Okay.
Super.
But anytime like you see people would come up to the fence and
it
would be somebody who's like looked like they worked out a little bit before they put that shit on, right?
Yeah.
And the women wasn't always the same.
No. One woman took off her costume and started like giving it to my kids. Literally took it off and was like hanging it over the fence, giving it to my kids.
How did you feel?
I was like, this is great.
It's a vibe.
It's just for some reason they just kept coming up to where me and Friday were. Like it was weird.
Did you guys get recognized?
A lot, yeah.
Yes.
I should have rolled.
Couldn't walk a step without being. There's those guys.
Really?
One guy had to wave in from behind. Like, yo, he was like, he said our names, and I could hear him, so I just waved him in, and then he ran up on us like, yo, I don't mean to be like, just came right in front of me and Friday. Like, yo, but I was like, yo,
you had to take pictures and stuff too. Like,
we took a few pictures. Yeah. You see, the thing is with me, I'm kind of like you, B3. I'm a big introvert. Like more times, like you see, I was like, okay, so how much? 4 o'clock. I'm around on the cut. Like I'm watching my time.
3:58. You're like, are we done?
No, you guys don't even know.
Like I love doing the pictures, shaking hands, and all that. You know, I had to break out the hand sanitizer.
I know, we got some right here.
Because like you think to yourself, okay, yeah, you're shaking hands, but you're in a mass public place, fam. You don't know how much people might have the vid or might have just whatever, fam. Not no disrespect to any fans or anything, but like, bro, anybody's touching anything.
They just wipe their ass and didn't wash their hands or something.
I mean, everybody down there is like half naked dancing.
Everyone's sweaty.
But you know what? I'll be real. Like Caribbean people are very hygienic. Right?
No, for
Let's
sure.
just be real, right?
Yeah, but you could touch a railing and, you know, catch a germ. And then you're like, yo, we love hip hop.
Or just like,
yes. Right?
Or,
the swipe is crazy.
Now I'm wiping my head because I'm sweating, and next thing you know, the viruses are going into my
pores.
I'm not even a germaphobe. It just started hitting me when I was there. I'm like, oh, mad hands.
I know, but that's when you get sick thinking about it.
What's the average approach like? Like, what would people usually say? Is it like, yo, I seen your stuff, like, yo, Friday, yo, Dusty? Is it just one of those? Or is it like,
man them?
Yo, big fan.
They're just like, yo, Friday, yo, we love hip hop.
Yeah.
Yo, man them.
Yo, when I was in LA, bro, there was a one of those like rapper candy exotic like food snacks shop, right?
Mm.
And then I was just talking to the guy, and I mentioned that we were here next door at No Jumper. We're trying to, whatever. We love hip hop, right? And then he's like, "We love hip hop." Oh, no way! Like, I watched that show. That's crazy. Yeah,
In LA?
Yeah,
in LA, dog. Shout out LA. I love LA.
Yeah, no, salute to the people who watch
especially
us from
in the
LA.
Bay Area.
yeah.
You know, one thing I didn't see as much this year? Americans.
No, you don't know. They're there. They were there.
Were
man.
they, fam? Because I didn't see.
Come on.
You know, you can tell the American couples, like, not everybody, but one, there's some bigger people that come down. No
Yeah.
disrespect,
Yeah.
but like you see some large mofos come down and you're like,
Yeah. Oh, he American.
yeah.
Do Americans
you're
really come up
American.
here for that then?
No, they do. They do. They're
What
here.
in droves?
Yeah.
But I didn't feel like I seen the matching outfits, the guy and the girl twinning with the gold chains.
But this-
Like that's some American shit,
yeah,
bro.
I know. But you know what though? Because we get so much like clothes too now,
Mm.
we're not behind as much as we used to be. That's why it used to look like
They stand out.
They stand out. Now, mans are looking like
Bro, I don't
Man,
know,
everybody
man.
now.
I didn't see as much whips for different like out of town plates. Like in town this
Yeah,
weekend. Like
brother. We're in like the neighborhood where we go to Caribana is more like the neighborhood setting of it. If you go up by the X, Hotel X, and then you go
Yeah.
by like the condos there on Spadina, and those areas,
mhm.
you're seeing it, bro.
yo,
We just didn't touch. We didn't do what we did when we were kids, pretty much younger.
Yeah.
men.
So
you guys-
know what
you
I'm
guys didn't
saying?
go to
Like,
the-
run around.
You guys didn't go to the X?
no. Because
You
you
were
gotta
at
pay to
Lakeshore.
go in there.
You were on the edge, like
Yeah, you just go
Lakeshore.
on a
Yeah,
everybody usually just goes on a lakeshore because if you want to go to the X, you gotta pay like $2 something.
yeah, and that's where the Americans go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where the
But that's
Americans
where the real stuff's happening. right?
There's fam over the years, and maybe it's because, like you said, we're not like walking up and down. Like we kind of stay more sedentary now as we're older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But when we were younger, we're walking up and down the lake shore. We're next to the trucks.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
They didn't
whining.
have the fence back in the days.
No.
But now it's like maybe it's just me. I didn't feel like I seen as much American girls walking down picking. Like I used to feel like I could see
Yeah, you know it's them.
they're just bare Americans in town. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that they didn't come out here, but maybe they didn't come out as much.
Do you think because of the?
No, I do not think because I know you're gonna say.
I know.
They,
I know you
they
know.
ain't
what
had nothing to do
I
with Kendrick.
I just put it out there, just to see,
I did do a survey.
they-
You could only keep one person's catalog. What's catalog are you keeping?
What that over my head? That.
That there. Oh, they. Oh,
Yeah, there notice something there.
oh, they can like join the team.
Drake or Kendrick?
Nah, man. Vibes Cartel.
Vybz
World
Kartel?
boss, world boss.
None of them? What about you?
Kendrick. Yeah?
Kendrick, 100%.
World boss.
Kendrick?
I don't listen to none of them
None of
still.
that.
None of them?
safe? That's all I want to know. Are
They're
we safe?
completely safe.
Are we safe? You asked that question the other day, right? If we safe,
Yeah, but when it
Safe.
comes to Caribana, it's a complete different vibe.
thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's Caribbean music, it's soca and calypso. Ain't nobody thinking about Kendrick and Drake.
how did you feel about Olivia Chow dressing up?
Yo,
and
was that her or was that like
dancing?
fake?
No, that's her.
Walking
That's
up.
her?
She was off rhythm.
Bro,
but
that's mad, bro.
Was she off rhythm?
Yeah, man, she's stomping around like a
She had her
4-year-old.
own rhythm though. Like
Yeah, no.
you kind of respect it for like, okay, she's like an older like Asian lady, like she's trying, but it's also like, yo, this is our mayor. Like,
Yeah,
what
but-
is she saying right now?
But no, Rob Ford did it.
Rob Ford did it.
Rob Ford.
He
wine
wasn't
up.
dressed up, bro. Rob Ford is just out here in the city hall, just
Yeah,
like
but-
vibing.
Yeah,
to
but then he
reggae.
came out in his suit, put his tie around his head, and bubbled 10 girls at the same time.
Yeah, he.
I don't know
He
why
was lit.
I rate that way more though.
Obviously.
10 girls at the same
sounds-
time. There's footage of that right
There's
now.
footage of
We
Rob
can
Ford
go
catching
back.
10 bubbles at once.
Man was bubbling every black girl in the scene.
Let's go. Let's go.
Stomping like a 4-year-old.
She's pissed. She's pissed.
No, she's going in, fam.
She's going, okay, we'll allow her.
The way she was doing her little thing, the little stomp.
Stop. They taught me this. They taught me this.
She wasn't off. fam.
Sharika taught me
Watch
this.
her. Watch her.
Oh God. Pants look like a kid.
Yes, go Chow. Go Chow. Go Chow. Go Chow.
I know. But, yo, oh man, the outfit.
So do you rate this? You guys rate this for real?
I don't
why
rate
not?
her.
Why not?
But I
She's having fun.
I ain't mad at her.
I hope they
She having fun.
taxed her ass for that outfit.
And you know what? I'm not even gonna be. She's working the outfit too.
No way. You have lied.
She's working the outfit.
You're a liar.
I wouldn't. I don't know about that one, Friday.
You working that girl? You working that Chow?
Oh no!
I can
Shout out
understand.
to Chows.
I can understand. Like, yo, she's
trying to get the mayor closer.
She's
wanna
getting
say
support.
things right now, but I can't. I don't want to get us canceled.
she getting support, and like, it is a good look to like show face. But for me, I feel like I don't know, and remove Rob Ford from this rule, but I always feel like the mayor should be somewhat professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, I don't know, man. Me personally, it just didn't sit right with me, but that's not my culture, so it's not really for me to judge in that sense. Like, if someone from that culture is like, nah, I rate that Olivia Chow did this, then it's like, okay, like, then the effect, like, what she wanted to do was achieved. You know what I'm saying? Where she gets ratings.
But you're saying government officials can't partake in festivities?
Not can't partake, and you should partake, but I think it's just the manner in which you partake.
Why? Watch Rob Ford. No. Watch Rob Ford.
No, he's a guy, though. He's the exception to the rule.
That's how you shake hands and kiss babies, guys.
Up in the mix.
Chow didn't come down.
He's loving it.
Chow didn't come down to the Parkdale side.
Okay,
Come down to the Parkdale side.
Hold on. Visibly though.
She didn't even pass Remembrance Road, dog.
He's still dressed. He is still dressed professionally, and he's having the time of his life.
Watch him.
Yo, he looks like he's running away from it though.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Oh man, because they're just
Because there's videos of him on the news, like really taking
whining.
Really, like actually whining on a girl.
Bubbles.
Yo, Rob Ford with the goat. You know what I'm saying?
He's a
He
goat.
was a crackhead, but he was the goat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just biased because I already don't really like Olivia Chow. So like anything she does, I'm like,
Does it look more unprofessional if they're wearing their business attire and then doing the stuff, or does it look less professional when they're wearing the attire of the festivity and then doing that stuff? Like,
I
which-
mean, that's a good
Well,
question
that's
because
worse.
for me, it does look more professional in the actual attire, like in the attire that you like he
but
usually
in the attire,
wears.
you would think that they'd
No.
be acting professional. So seeing them in the attire, you would expect them to be professional, and then be disappointed when they're not professional.
Sweating up your suit and walking up.
No, not in a suit.
It's
No,
like-
no, he could wear a shirt.
Look like
He's
he
got
was
the business
binging
shirt,
all
but
night.
it's like it looks sweaty. He's got it like open
Yeah.
from the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just more about like maybe I think what she wore is like for a politician somewhat inappropriate, but it's also not inappropriate when you're looking at the cultural setting that she's in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm a victim of like I feel like there are double standards for politicians. Like I feel like if they represent us, like they got to be a little damn near better than us. Like they're you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm supposed to feel like I can approach her and speak
Could
to
relate,
her.
yeah.
Rob Ford,
She's
I felt
supposed to
I
dress
feel
up
that
with these young black ladies at this time and show that okay, I have support for you, ladies.
But there's an air
in this city.
there's an air of inauthenticity because like you know it's just for Caribana where it's like Rob Ford like you know he rocks with the he rocked with the culture.
That guy would have
You know
done it
what
on
I'm
a regular
saying?
Tuesday.
He really did rock
Like
with the
this
culture.
almost for me
the culture.
Yeah.
You really did rock
So this
with
almost for me feels like the
day
rock
too.
culture.
Yeah.
But like I don't know why it almost feels like pandering, but
That's what I was just about to ask you. Do
Yeah.
you think it's pandering?
I don't think for Rob Ford when he did that stuff, it was pandering.
It was genuine.
It was genuine. With
It was
her,
genuine.
it does feel like pandering, but that's my opinion. I've never really seen her dive into Caribbean culture like that before.
I do see where you're coming from though with the low key pandering. I can see where that comes from when you know when you see who was it in the States? They put on the kente cloths. I think it was Nancy Pelosi and them.
Oh, shoot.
Right?
And it's like Kamala when she was wearing all the Indian.
Yeah.
She's Indian.
But
Kamala is Indian.
Yeah,
she's
but-
Tamil.
But now
Right.
she's Jamaican.
But you know, the
Go.
people will say these people are pandering when they're politicians. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But would they be pandering if they were just regular people?
No.
Yo, can I add on to what you just said? What if she was going to Caribana every year and we just
Never noticed.
notice her now because she's the mayor?
She wasn't. That's
Was
the
she
problem.
dressing
Nah,
up
she
in
wasn't.
moss and stuff?
No?
She
bro?
wasn't.
How do you know that?
No, because like she's been in like office, not in mayor's office, but she's been a politician for a while.
I'm
for
sure
a
she's
time,
been
yeah.
with Jack Layton though. They probably rolled through.
But she wasn't
back
talked
in the
about
day.
before, no?
You know what? She's been at Caribana before as a politician. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like
But this involved.
now she's the mayor, so everybody's gonna have their super spotlight on her. What's she gonna do? You know, obviously, like you're gonna have people with your opinion who are like, "Yo, she's pandering. Why is she wearing this?" But like, in the end of the day, I think they achieved what they wanted to. People are talking about her. If she didn't show up, people will be like talking about her
Who
in a
is she?
negative way.
Or who is she? Maybe
Yeah.
some of these kids, people don't even know who the new mayor is. There's a lot of people who sometimes aren't even in touch with
They're
that.
not tapped in like
it's-
that.
They're not tapped in.
It's
They
looking
don't-
like the
they're
comments
thinking
radar.
it's still Tory. Some people, who knows, right? Like you don't know in some communities. You don't know, right? You'd be surprised. So to me, yeah, it is
It's
a little
looking
bit
like the
pandering.
comments rate her for the most part.
Yeah. Well, her moves are good. If her moves were super salt, and this is just my opinion, if her moves are super salt, I
Yeah.
think people will be trashing her.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
Tyre, with your little shiny butt.
Now, I don't know if this is going to help spin around into a vote,
I think so with the youth, 100%.
It's got to.
right?
Huh?
It's got to. Everybody's seen her there. They'll be like, yeah.
Nah, that still won't
I'll vote for
translate
her.
like
She's
that. She
lit.
need to do something else more than that and just put on a costume and come and stomp her feet. That's not.
Yeah, maybe for the
She need to
naive,
lower some taxes.
for the naive though, for the ones that aren't looking at technically what she's doing, they're
Mm.
just looking at the image.
Yeah, but
They look
most
at
people,
surface value.
can I be real? If you look at the stats in the black community, a lot of us don't even vote.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, that's the way to get us to vote.
still didn't happen even with Rob Ford.
Yeah, it's like, yo, what was that mayor that was at Caribana? Olivia Chow, yo, I'm gonna vote for her. Like, it's almost like a
not-
quick
By
association.
next year come around, you have two homies drop out and things going bad in your day. Taxes are so high. You forgot about this lady. Like, you're thinking about who's next. Like, who else can make this world better?
Or you're
you know?
mad at her now.
Or you're mad at her. So
Yeah.
no.
Low key, people are mad at Olivia Chow right now. Like if we were to get into a politics segment, people, and we won't, but people are mad at her now. So this just helps to soften the shit. You know what I'm saying? When you see her at Caribana, Pride Parade, all these different places, like one, they have to show up because they're the mayor. But when they show up and they're like super into it, it helps with everything that they have that people are already detracting from them because they're always dealing with detractors all day. Remember, she's not running for mayor. She is the mayor. She
That's what I'm
won.
saying. She doesn't need her. She doesn't even need a vote. Right
But now when you are the mayor, there's all these people are giving reasons why you shouldn't be. So now your work always is to show, hey, listen, I'm cool. This is why I should be. This is why people should like me.
Yeah.
Like you're constantly in a PR campaign.
It's like a
Frenzy.
race. Like, what's
Frenzy.
the next PR move I have to make? I just finished Caribana.
Yes.
What's
She'll
the
be
next
at Greek
thing?
Fest next week.
Something.
What about the white Caribana, aka Veld?
Yeah.
Well,
But you see too many overdoses and those things go down. So she can't be in those inappropriate places. That's
But
bad
things
for
go
her
down at
image.
Caribana too.
I know, but that's still more. But these people have been here longer.
and she already got those votes.
Yeah.
The white vote.
Yeah.
Really,
She already
I
got
feel
that.
like a lot of like conservative whites and stuff don't like her,
Conservative whites.
but liberal whites probably.
Yeah.
Liberal whites are at Veld.
Right, at Veld. They're coming from Ottawa. They're coming all the way from
Of
Ottawa.
all places, they're at
Cornwall.
Veld. And can we touch on that quick fast before we leave this Caribana topic?
Yeah.
There's always every year, I don't know how long Veld's been going on. How long Veld been on?
I don't know, but it's always the same. Isn't it always the same
exact
weekend?
Same day.
Yeah.
It splits the city.
Why is that? Why does that happen? It's
I
been
don't
like
know.
every year from what I remember, let's say for the last 5 to
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe a
10,
while. Maybe it's been a while.
right? That on the exact same day that there's a huge Caribbean festival, there's a huge electronic music festival.
More money.
Nah, but it would be better if you monopolize because like you
2012.
Oh, way more money.
It's been active since 2012.
2012. Yeah.
2012, right?
Yeah.
So 12 years,
That's
Veld's
money.
been going on, but the day that they pick is the exact day.
I don't mind because let's just say on Veld 1 year, I think they had Lil Wayne, right?
They had Future 1 year.
1 year. Bro, that's the sickest time because if you didn't have Future booked in for OVO Fest those couple of years,
Mhm.
he was still here. He's in our city. Chance you could see him. Like, you know what I mean? It brings more money, more revenue on that day. Like, I don't care. Like, you guys want to go over to Downsview, go to Downsview. We'll go over to Lakeshore. I'll meet up with you guys later at the clubs, whatever. It all comes back. Like, by the end
Makes
of the night,
sense.
you see white youths, black youths, everybody partying together.
No,
by
it
the
makes
end of the
sense
night.
because once upon a time, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just
before
gonna
that?
add fun fact. Caribana began in 1967.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's been
67, you
here
said?
longer than Veld.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, fam.
1967.
My
so
mom-
long.
But
my
it kind of
mom-
like forces you to pick because I feel like if they did Veld a different weekend, don't you think there'd be like
No.
leak over into Caribana from the
No.
Veld audience,
I'm
or
gonna-
maybe vice versa? Maybe not vice
Can
versa. I don't know.
Can I just correct you? A little pushback on
Yeah.
that. Only reason why is because in Canada, when it was Caribana, before there was Veld and all these things, not to say it in a racial way, but white people used to go out of town
I was just about to actually
During
bring up the
Caribana.
same
during
point.
Caribana.
Cottage
It's a long
time.
weekend. fam.
Cottage time.
That's why they started Veld and said like, "Yo, let's go to Downsview."
We'll keep the kids here.
Yes.
Let's
'Cause
get some
it used
more
to be
money and some
cottage time.
overdoses.
It used to be
Uh-huh.
cottage time
That's kinda
every
smart.
Caribana weekend. All my white friends that are like
They're-
not into like Caribbean culture like
Yeah.
that deep. Yeah, I'm going to cottage.
Cottage.
And I'd be like, yo, you're not going to Caribana? No, I'm
No.
going to cottage this weekend. As soon as Veld started, you don't got to go to the cottage no more. Your
Yeah,
parents
your
can go to the
par- yeah.
cottage, but I'm staying here to go to Veld.
Oh.
Give me $500 so I can go to Veld this weekend or whatever it costs.
Your dad already bought the tickets from last year.
Yeah. And
good.
I don't have to have your annoying ass at the cottage with me, bored and annoyed to be there with your parents. Just go stay in Toronto and
Yeah, and go over those.
Go to
money.
Veld.
go get high at
Go
Veld.
get high.
Wow. So do you really think that played a part into why
Damn
they
right.
started incorporating
think so.
Veld?
I think so.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very
To
much
keep
so.
people in the city.
They
Yeah.
can make. Okay. Caribana
Smart.
brings millions of dollars
Mhm.
just that one day, that whole weekend. Now imagine if we can have the other side of our city, which is white, right?
People who are just
Here.
not going to go to Caribana anyway.
Yeah,
They're going to Veld.
they're going to Veld.
People are not who go to Veld. They're not choosing between the two more times.
I'll be honest. One year I didn't go to Caribana and I went to Veld.
Yeah.
Swear to God.
That's
and I
using his
had-
electronic shit,
I
man.
had a great time. You know what I'm saying? I've seen every act I could see, and I was just like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm out. And then that was the year it was like crazy overdoses. And I just see people getting lifted out, and I was just like, you know what? We ain't coming back here.
It's not for
We
me.
ain't coming back here. We'll go back to Caribana.
Caribana it is.
So, you know, certain things happen, but it's kind of more like normal. Like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
a normality to it. Like you expect something.
Yo,
Like,
I don't know what it is, but I think this might be like part of the EDM culture where it's like you almost have to be on certain drugs to enjoy that type of event. Whereas like if you go to Caribana or like you could just like drink, ball up, whatever,
Yeah,
you're good.
yeah.
But like for
Mhm.
these EDM events, it's like
No,
you got to push
you
it.
gotta
And I
pass
wonder
it.
why.
Because
'Cause
also
part of
Is it
it.
the type of the music?
it's the
Like,
music,
music.
and if you're gonna be there for like something that's a weekend long,
yeah.
it's like an escape.
Yeah.
So especially like if you already do drugs in the club, like
Yeah.
for the EDM crowd,
For the EDM.
if you're gonna go do a weekend,
Yeah.
you're gonna zonk out for that
yeah,
weekend.
yeah. You're
That-
yeah.
Like that's where like stuff like Burning Man and all these different things, like these people just go away for a weekend. They try even ayahuasca and all
Yeah,
types
yeah,
of shit
yeah.
and just
Yeah.
go to the moon. You know what I'm saying?
I'm back.
You're not getting that at Caribana. You might get
No.
somebody who's just
Really
slithered
drunk.
drunk off
Drunk.
of just too much Ray and Nephew.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, them are drinking too much rum.
Yeah. It's like
Like-
sweat and pass out.
Yeah. Like I passed out at Caribana before.
Yeah.
But
I have to.
just because I drank a 40 ounce and
Yes.
a Tangeray.
And I smoked a beady. Remember those beadies back in the day?
Yeah.
what's a
Yes.
beady?
Oh man.
It's like a little tobacco cigarette,
Cigarette.
but not cigarette.
Like a
it's-
cigar?
It spun my head. Started spinning right in the middle of Caribana.
Mm.
Right in the middle of Caribana. And yeah.
Like a Captain Black?
Yeah, my older cousin had to like hold me up. You know what I mean? I was only like probably 16, 17. You know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
man, them time there.
When we were younger, that's why Caribana, like, even if we just go and just show up just for a few hours, like we did, like,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was
It's kind
nice.
of a tradition at this point because we've been going since you said 16,
Yeah.
probably
But
me
no,
the
before
same.
that, like when I was 8, because my mom,
Yeah, that
like
all
I'm a
that.
kid, like going there, 6 years old,
Yeah, your parents just bring you, bro.
bring you, bro. You have to go.
Yeah, yeah. But
So-
salute to everybody who. Last thing on this, it didn't go through completely clean. There was a couple of stabbings near. I seen on the news near Caribana. They said,
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't say at the parade.
No,
So I don't want to say, I don't want to put on dirt on Caribana.
no,
And in the nighttime there was some shootings,
of course,
but that can't always be Caribana related.
no.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just another Saturday.
that shit
Yeah.
happens every weekend over
It's
here.
just probably there was something that happened at the Harborfront side, and I was kind of like, what? I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what tourist talked the wrong shit to a Toronto man? You know what I'm saying? Or
No, because we have to make sure that those our Caribana weekends above
safe.
anything, are completely clean, safe.
Yeah.
Because they're always threatening it every time that it's
Yeah.
not, especially if it's a high weekend where it's like mad violence.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, next year, I don't know if we can have that shit anymore. Oh,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know if we could get the funding for it because, hey, you guys are a little bit too violent. Like, come on, fam.
Yeah.
Let's just keep it clean so that nobody can have nothing to complain about.
What's the police presence like at Caribana?
Crazy.
Me and this guy.
You seen horses and stuff? Or
No,
what?
not this year because they poo all over the place and people step in it. So they probably complained about that. They used to do that. And there was one year a helicopter kept coming by and dropping horse shit on us.
What?
What do you mean?
The helicopter was dropping?
Yeah, it was dropping out of the sky.
Why?
I never remember.
What? Why?
Horse doo-doo was dropping out of the sky.
No way.
How much you want to make a bet?
That's
Horse
mu-
manure dropping out of the sky.
Yo, that's crazy.
At Caribana?
Yeah,
That's
one year.
crazy.
When
Yeah.
they do is they bring all the cops in from all the different regions. So you'll see Hamilton under a thing, Barrie. We'll just bring in all the cops from everywhere.
Yeah.
But once upon a time, it wasn't like that neither. They didn't have as much cops. But in the mid 2000s, we fucked it up. It was us.
Yeah.
Like our generation, we went a little too bucky, yo.
Yeah.
The mid 2000 times were kind of dangerous.
Very dangerous in those places.
You know what I'm saying? You go to the lake shore, there's going to be at least 3 shootings sometimes. You're hanging out on Young Street. The Young Street Strip on Friday night
Cars.
used to be the jam.
I
You
love
just
it.
hang out on Friday night like until like 4 a.m.
Slap butts and
Yeah.
smoke weed.
It was crazy. But shit happened. There
Yes.
was a shooting at the Dundas Square. We ain't going to talk about who,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But shit happened like
yeah.
over and over again, year after year. Like, and then they had to be like, you know what? We're gonna have to add another 1,000 cops in this mofo. Like, you
Yeah.
guys just can't
Yeah.
handle it.
Me and this guy, we're standing there. We're watching the parade. 2 and 2, we look up. Police on top of the on top of the actual
On the float.
on the
On the
floor.
With
what?
them, with
Buses?
the band?
No, no.
on the putting in his things, like,
Yeah.
playing with
Looking
his
like
ears,
Secret Service and
looking
shit.
like a Secret Service. We're like, whoa, there's one, and then then after that, me and Friday are just like, oh, we could point. We started like deciphering who's like a
Undercover.
yeah,
Two country looking white boys just
Boys
walk by. We're like,
yeah. Oh,
They have the earpiece thing, right? The
yeah, but
little-
some of them are invisible
Like the
too.
clear
eh?
ones,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, they're like to your skin tone.
Oh no.
or they don't have it all and
Not
all.
at all.
And then just like, they're the
Their
one
eyes.
who's gonna be like, yeah, right over there.
Or
You know what I'm
when
saying?
it's time to show up in court, that's the guy who just
You were
showed
the
up.
witness,
He's
yeah.
the witness the whole time. You know what
But
I
yeah,
mean?
man, salute to everybody who went to Caribana. People who didn't, but everybody who was there. Salute to everybody who was there and got home safely and enjoyed the festivities. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was a good weekend, man.
Very good.
We love hip hop.